I mean, well, I just we test our You forgot. You ready, Kate?
We're good.
All right. Starting at 1800. Starts with the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, no changes to the agenda tonight.
No, sir.
Correspondence. So let's do the public comment and correspondence. Is that kind of the same thing, or?
It is the same thing.
All right, let's do public comment.
Okay, do we have any other public comment, or is it just Jeremy?
Just Jeremy.
Just Jeremy. All right,
They're
sir.
calling the same thing.
You have the floor, sir.
Where would you like me to stand?
Where we'd like to stand, the owl could see you.
All right. Thanks for having me. I'm Jeremy Heifs. I'm the current executive director of Columbia 911 Communications District. I sent you guys a letter of intent within the last few weeks to kind of give you an idea of what my intentions are as executive director. Obviously, one of the biggest priorities is going to be the radio system and the state of the radio system. I have 26 years of experience in the industry, started my career in Clackamas County, spent about 12 years there, ended up being a manager in Astoria, where we did a significant amount of radio work in the price range of about $4 to $5 million in the 5 years I was there. And then I took over here 4 months ago. We do have some significant challenges ahead of us and a lot of updating within this organization. I intend to make that a priority. We've already started digitizing all of our policies. For the staff, we're working on updating all of our board policies. We're trying to become a much more transparent organization. Next big push will be to update our website, get some more information out there, much easier to use, and be able to make it accessible by everybody, including all of our budget reports and everything else at a click. So I don't have a plan on the radio system just yet. We're waiting on some more details from Day Wireless. We have recently done a hydro report that gives us the inbound and outbound signals for handhelds as well as radio mobiles. We now have that in our hands. We have a list of the technical specs they use to build those maps, and we're just waiting on the actual pieces of a list of pieces of equipment. So we can generate some invoices on what those costs are looking like so we can start a concerted effort to make those updates. Right now, the plan is going to be, due to budget restrictions, is to start with at each site going through and updating all the wires, the antennas, the links, everything behind the base radio station. The base radio stations have to be replaced one channel at all the sites at about $600,000 a channel, which we have 6 of them. So that's a significant financial push that we just don't have the money for right now. My purpose tonight was just to get in front of you, let you see my face, introduce myself, let you know I'm open to any interactions, questions, comments going forth. If you guys need anything from us, please reach out. We're more than happy to be collaborative in anything that we do. I'm not the type of director to sit and close myself off and say we know what's right and you guys just got to learn with it. We're all in this boat together, going forth in everything we do. So your letter of intent does have my contact information on it. I implore you, please reach out if you have any questions for me. And I intend to be back within probably the next 60 days or so with an actual plan in place of how we're going to start replacing this radio system piece by piece with a big scale and a small scale kind of view. So should we find a good grant that'll help fund a lot of this, we're ready to act on it right away, not wait until we can get approval. So if you guys don't have any questions for me, thank you for just a few minutes of your time. I do appreciate it. And I look forward to working with you guys and seeing you guys in a couple of months.
What do you think your timeline's going to be for doing the radio overhaul eventually?
Radio overhaul, even if we go site to site right now is smaller piecemealed approach. Depending on the money, we could probably knock out the majority of the work in about a year's period of time with any hope. Now, that's of course right, whether shipping delays, those kind of things can all be figured into that. But I'm pretty sure that we can knock out a site or two at a time in about a 30 days period of time. So within a year, we could probably replace the whole system should I have the money to make a full replacement. And we'll see how that goes. But
will that improve some of the blackout areas?
Absolutely. So the hydro report we got gave us the inbound and outbound, so we can literally look at the map and see where those holes are.
Yeah.
We have found that we're having some interference issues, what they call ground level noise in places like Scappoose, and we have a few smaller pockets here in St. Helens. We're trying to figure out exactly what's causing that ground level noise problem. And really what that does is as population grows with LED lights and all the electrical equipment, that ground level noise comes up. And your radios on your hip operate at about 10 decibels of power. And that noise level right now, depending on where you're at, can be at 15 or 20, which means your radios are not getting out past that. We're thinking it could have to do with electric charge stations for vehicles. We're looking at those right now in Scappoose. Unfortunately, they're already installed. We can't really shut them off, so we got to figure out ways to overpower those with stronger signal from the towers. So, and we're looking at what that looks like and what that's going to mean. So, whether that's redirecting other links to help cover areas with stronger signal, that's kind of the game plan at this point. So.
We're looking at staying with this current frequencies and bands that we're running up.
Yeah, the frequency should not change at all as long as we stay within the VHF band. The only time that would change is if we went to 800 megahertz radios or something of that sort. And to be honest with you, topography of this county, we'd be probably doubling our radio sites if we were to go to 800. Nice thing about VHF is it's very stable, it's very reliable if it's done right. We just need to get our equipment updated to operate at that level of efficiency.
We've been kind of holding off buying any radios because we didn't know if we're gonna go 800.
Right, yeah, and to be honest with you, 800 is super expensive, especially the addition of all the extra towers. It would be really hard to accommodate. VHF, though not as efficient, is much more reliable and much more cost efficient, so.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you, Jeremy.
thank you, gentlemen. Again, please reach out if you have any questions for me. I'm an open book and I'm more than happy to come back and talk to you guys at one of these meetings if you have questions for me, so.
We don't have time to get to Scappoose, please.
Yeah, no, I'm running off to Scappoose and I got a couple others that I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks, so appreciate you guys. Have a
Thanks,
good
Jeremy.
holiday. Thank you.
Public comment, correspondence done, any report from local 3215?
They are out and about right now, so I was hoping they'd be here. They're not.
Okay. We can always backtrack if they
Yeah,
end up showing up.
yeah.
Volunteer report?
So, volunteers, and so next month, I would like to bring in one of our volunteers and present her with award appreciation, award of plaque. The Toy and Joy is this time of year. You guys have Sharon Cares and at Scappoose. Does Clatsman do anything? Do they do is it Sharon Cares gonna?
We do a smaller, the fire district, employee wise, we sponsor a family or two.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
okay. So you got Sharon here. So the amount of families they're taking care of is well over 300. I think we're 327 and probably close to 1,000 kids. And our volunteer corps is small, we're at 15, but just like any other time, some, folks got business, they got lives, they got things going on. So it's a very small percentage that are actually managing this, where the district staff and the crews are helping out as much as we can. But one of our volunteers is doing a above and beyond, in my mind, job by herself, trying to manage this program. So I'll bring that up next month. So just to remind the board, distribution, they're going to do bagging Monday night. We're behind Les Schwab, so on the backside of Les Schwab here in St. Helens, there's a building. They will be packaging everything up and getting it ready. We will move them over probably by Wednesday to the training grounds. Distribution here in St. Helens is the 19th, which is Friday, begins at 3:00 and goes to 7. And then
An email.
I did, and then just doing a reminder, and then the Rainier one is Saturday and begins at noon. And it'll be at the Rainier station. So as far as that's what the volunteers are currently working on through.
So on Friday, with 3 to 7? Correct?
3 to about 7. Most time the rush is 3 to about 5. That's where you get the bulk. I'd say 80% of them show up, and then the rest of them kind of filter in. And there's some that just forget. And so the volunteers, they're going to give them one shot to get it, and then they're done, because we've done this where we literally give them stuff all the way to the end. And they're trying to be more efficient, and it does take up a lot of time once we get past the distribution date. So at 3:00 they'll start distributing.
That's Friday?
They'll also be, yes, Friday.
This Friday?
No, next Friday, 19. 19 and 20 distribution, and then 20th is Saturday. It's in Rainier at the Rainier Fire Station, noontime.
Consent agenda? Got a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second. Discussion? Go through it.
Is it pretty obvious behind Les Schwab where that is?
Yeah, so you go across the front of Les Schwab, make that right. I can't remember. I think it's First Street. I remember that. I can't remember if that's what it's called. It's right there. You can't go right and you go in the back, you'll see, and, yeah, you won't miss. You'll see our rig, my rig and stuff there. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
And what time again?
they will be doing it. I think they're starting early on Monday at 2, and they're gonna go till it's done. So as people come in, you'll just get assigned tasks. So 2 o'clock on that evening, no drill, and they'll be working on bagging.
I looked it all up, but everybody's page. You got a copy?
These statements are the ones that reflect like the checks that were signed earlier. Like that I can then see.
The check register is basically the checks that you guys sign.
And they're,
And then the bank statement shows the checks that have all cleared.
Did Ryan ever do another emoji?
Yeah. Sounds like he's working.
Okay.
I don't know if he forgot. Or he's working.
All right.
Really enjoying making you run this.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, boss.
I
We've
agree.
done quite a few lately.
Yeah. Gannon.
And Rainier gets after their traffic stops.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I don't know if it's the sheriff, but the one that's in town there, he sits right on that corner. He pops everybody coming around into Rainier.
Be interesting how many of those are wanting to. Living there, it's nice because when people are going fast, you can't.
No, it's
It is.
You guys have any questions?
There's one, we can make a vote. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Yeah, we should get back to that. Okay, chief.
So we'll try to keep it short, and we got other stuff we need to talk about. So as of today, we have collected 93% of our projected tax revenue from the county. So what we projected for this year is 9.19176. So 9,176,000. We've collected 8,000 or 8,569,000. So we are 93% of the projection. About 500,000 remaining. obviously today's only the 11th, so we have time, but I want to let you guys know. So
And our projected is that's the amount we
that's
usually go a little under, correct?
correct. So 9176 is that's a percentage of the 9.6, 9.8, whatever it was. So we're already below that, but to reach that amount, we were 93% of what KT projected for Columbia Refiner Rescue.
And sorry, you can tell I didn't sleep last night.
That's all right, bro.
When would you say we normally get to that 100%, or when will we hope to get to that 100%?
I would hope this month.
Okay.
There is always some that trickle in. Sometimes we see some in March, sometimes we see some as late as May or June. But what was at least I was happy to see is 93% of what we projected has been already as of the 11th versus last year we were. Yeah. So and that can continue. And I check it every Thursday. My last thing I do at the end of the day is just to see was there any deposits this week, and I check it the following week. So we're staying on top of that. We are currently at 27 firefighters, and we have 7 Division 9 folks. We interviewed, and we have chiefs interviews next week, which will be the final 3 firefighters to get us up to our 30, and they are interviewing tomorrow or Wednesday for the paramedic single role. Wednesday. So we did offer an EMT Division 9 individual. He accepted. He's in backgrounds and so the goal is hopefully by March 1st that we have our staffing back up. Obviously there'll be some new folks, a ton of new folks for our organization, but the positive is that we've turned a corner and we've gotten back up to where our staffing needs to be. Clearly even Scat Police and Clatskanie know that they may get tapped for Scat Police by mistake, but overall we have not requested much in the way of mutual aid in the recent months. So as we climb back towards that amount, we should see a huge decrease in impacting our neighbors. Clearly that's what we're here for. That's why we have mutual aid agreements, but at the end of the day is we try not to impact our neighbors unless we absolutely need them. So it's a positive, doing well. If you gentlemen have any questions, don't want to keep you too long, but if you guys have some questions, I'm more happy to answer them.
With full staffing, what's that put station to station staffing levels?
So staffing be 2 at Fairground still, 4 at St. Helens, and if we have full staffing, then it'd be 4 at Rainier.
Okay.
No one has the day off.
So 10 total.
There's 10 total. So we've got
Minus the not counting Division 9.
minus the 8 Division 9. So we have 38 individuals. So that would on a day, and most of these folks, because they're brand new, don't have a lot of time off. So there'll be less time off, which means we'll have more people on duty. And so you'll see on average probably more 9 or 10 a day than anything less than that. So clearly people can get hurt. We do have one individual on long-term disability, and we're hoping for that individual to return in the near future, but you know, they need to recover. We also have 1 Division 9 individual that's coming back effective January 1. She was off for a long-term injury off duty. So our folks are coming back. Those are the ones that we can't, it's not that we're leaving open positions, but we have people that are hurt doing stuff that either we're on duty or off, and that has an impact to our responses and our staffing.
It's nice to get back up to 4 right here. I hated that
Yeah.
view was terrible.
It's not ideal for any of us, but it's about demographics, right? The number of calls are down, but clearly we want 4 in Rainier. I want at least 3 because the Handleys are full arrest or a fire. At least 3 can show up to it. It's not the best, but we have to make do.
Oh, that's great that we're back. Look at that.
Yeah.
I live in St. Helens, but just haven't worked there, I know. Sweet, let's go.
Any other questions, gentlemen? Good. Thank you.
What was your start date,
Start date for,
chief, in chief? Just curious.
it's been a year?
It's been right at it.
Yeah, it'd be a year. It would have been a year, May of this year would have been a year. So I'm here almost 18 months.
Just got it. We turned around.
Trying to. Well, I think we got some positive stuff going for us.
Yeah.
That's it, sir.
All right.
Aaron, did you have anything you want to bring up?
Nothing. We'll go old business, yeah, nothing. And then new business, resolution 25-26-04 surplus equipment.
We need motion or?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll just do a motion and
It's just those that failed.
Yes.
Okay, normally we just do that.
I'll make a motion to
accept resolution FY 25-26-04 declaring surplus equipment.
I will second that motion.
Discussion. You said this is just, some hope that somebody wanted.
No, it's hose that's failed
Yeah,
and it's hose testing.
and we're just getting rid of it.
We're getting rid of, I think there's somebody that wants some hose for some reason. I think for dock material.
Oh, yeah.
So most of them we use for bumping on the docks.
No other discussion? Okay, good. All right, take a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Four ayes, motion passes.
Fifth, 11th.
It is the 11th, yes. So just pass around and we'll do the executive session stuff.
Okay.
You have to coach me on making sure I go into it correctly, because I know
All you have to do is just say, we're gonna, at this point.
for this, or per our ORS.
And then read the ORSs, yes.
Yeah.
Is that ORS written down somewhere?
Yeah, it's on that.
It's on the agenda.
Back shape, back page.
Thank you, Kate. Alright, so it's now 18:22. We're gonna go into closed executive session per ORS 192.6602D. And then that's for labor negotiation consultation. We're also gonna go into executive session for real property transactions, ORS 192.6602E. And then legal counsel ORS 192.6602H. We'll be going to closed executive session. 1917, we are coming out of executive session. Board member comments?
I would like to say thank you to Class for Columbia River Fire for their assistance today on the house fire. That was great.
Yeah.
Your Cooper and crew come out and work hard.
Appreciate the crews working hard and keep safe.
I just want to say that, hearing all that about the morale and everything's going well, it's just a very welcome thing to hear.
I got nothing. So, 1917, I'll call this meeting adjourned.
Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Here's our-
Yeah.
Pass that.
Yeah,
And,
great. Well, meet till after Christmas.
Hopefully I'll see you guys on the 19th or 20th. If any of you can come out, the volunteers really love to see the board members.
So
So,
that's behind,
so Monday, Les Schwab,